Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year once again. Get ready for it because now it's time for the YugiTuber Grand Championship 2017. I want to welcome you all to this year's tournament, and let me tell you, we've got quite the stacked roster for you guys this year. Now, I originally said in the trailer video that there's only going to be 24 competitors this year, but we decided that wasn't good enough, and since making that video, we are now at 32 competitors. So without further ado, I think it's time we unveil the full roster for the tournament. So starting off, we have Kanye West 315, Yugi No, Jamie the Kid 00, Phoenix Flare X, Heisenwolf, Simply Slim Yu-Gi-Oh!, Mega Capital G, Davinator 1212, Karatula 3, Nim, Yugimation, Rank 10 YGO, MST TV, The Card Guys, Lithium 2300, Dub K Dad, Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh!, Galactic God, Team APS, Rescue Cat Duelist, Team Innovation YGO, Hard Leg Gaming, Kamina Cat, the RJ B0, Kogurasho, Vexicus 4666, Team Samurai X1, House of Champs, M. Cole 40, Asian Persuasion 2008, D. Zeef, and of course, yours truly. So that is the full 32-person roster for the tournament. Out of all the tournaments we've hosted so far, this one is definitely the most stacked out of all of them, and I hope you guys are really excited with the lineup. Obviously, we can't get everyone, and some people have a lot of life stuff going on, so I think overall this year we did pretty damn good. Now, I wanted to take a moment to go over the rules of the tournament so you guys know what's going on and what to expect over the next couple weeks coming up here on my channel. So, the tournament is a single elimination tournament, and it's just 32 players, straight bracket, there's no buys, and basically, if you lose one match, you're out of the tournament. Plain and simple, that's how it's been since the beginning, and really, it's fairly straightforward. Now, one round is equal to a match, which is the best 2 out of 3 games. There are no draws because we can't have a draw in a tournament like this, and there really is no time limit on a specific match. Obviously, because we're all YugiTubers, we know how to play the game, and we're not going to be playing, you know, ridiculously long matches, hopefully. We're going to be very courteous and obviously be cognizant of your guys' time to try to play as quickly and get the content to you guys as quickly as possible. So for this tournament, we are abiding by the March 31st, 2017 TCG ban list. We are not going to be playing with OCG exclusive cards or OCG only cards, just to keep it simple because a lot more people are familiar with the TCG set than the OCG, and we want to make sure everyone knows exactly what's going on. Now, since the aim of the tournament is to make it fun for you guys to view, it's going to be a primarily non-meta based tournament. And what I mean by that when I say non-meta is that we've actually had a list of restrictions designed so that the players can have to play certain decks, and they're going to be restricted from playing certain decks that you guys are really sick of seeing. So I want to go over that list right now. So for the restrictions, the players are completely banned from playing the following decks: Paleozoic, Infernoid, Zodiac, Metal Foes, ABC, Lightsworn, and Mermail. And in addition to that, Dimensional Barrier is outright banned for this tournament. So what you're going to expect to see, you know, you're probably going to see your competitive players trying to figure out what the best deck is. So you're going to probably see some Burning Abyss and some Blue Eyes, and these decks were meta decks, you know, in the past, but as of late, all the decks that I just listed, a lot of us are really sick of seeing because we've been living in the Eternal format for the past 6 to 7 months, so now we can finally transition out of that. And you're going to see those decks, but you're also going to see some of the competitors really get creative and come up with some really cool decks that they weren't able to play because of the way the meta was shaped, and also because Dimensional Barrier was a card in the format. So that's definitely going to shape how people construct their decks for this tournament. And creativity is going to be partially rewarded as well because no competitor can use the same deck twice. And that's really important because that means strategically, if people figure out what the best deck is, supposedly, then they want to figure out, do I want to use it in the first round or do I want to wait to get to a later round to possibly have a better advantage using that deck at that time. So that's something that's going to be very crucial in the decision-making process. We had this rule last year, but it was a mainly meta tournament, and it did create some diversity, but now that we've flat out banned most of the meta stuff already, and we have the rule that people have to switch up decks, I think that's the perfect formula to just make the best tournament environment for you guys to watch. Now, what's interesting about this as well is players are not allowed to use any cards from the specific archetype. So, for example, when I say they can't play Paleozoic, that means they cannot use a single card that has the word Paleozoic in the name. Same thing goes for Infernoid, Zodiac, everything I mentioned. They're not allowed to use a single card that has that in the name. Now, that means they still can use cards. Let's take Infernoid, for instance. That grass looks greener, Fairy Tale Snow, all these other things are still fair game, but that means that they can't use them in the decks that obviously they're the most powerful in. So players are going to get creative, maybe playing some crazy 60 card variants with That Grass Looks Greener and Snow, but not utilizing the Infernoids and things like that. So I just wanted to clarify the rule on that just so everyone knows what to expect moving forward. Now, on top of that, that's really all there is to it. As soon as players play their matches, some of the YugiTubers might live stream them, but I'm going to be basically publishing them on my channel as soon as I get them recorded from the competitors and handed over to me, and then I'll be commentating it alongside another YugiTuber as well, just so you guys can witness every single match from start to finish. So, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really hope you guys are excited. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, if you have any other questions regarding the tournament, or let me know who you're rooting for in the tournament as well. And it's also important to know that there is a bracket challenge. The bracket has been made. It's going to be in the description, and I'll probably put it on screen right now as well, so you can see who your first YugiTuber matchups are going to be. You can also create your own fan-made custom bracket on here as well to see how many you pick right, and there might be a reward for someone who picks the most right as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like the video as always, subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content. Don't forget to back me on Patreon as well, because just by pledging $1 a month, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.